Every morning at 6 a.m., Walter Jenkins, a 72-year-old retired mechanic, would head to his plot at the Maple Street Community Garden. It was just a small rectangle of earth in a neighborhood where concrete definitely outnumbered trees. After 40 years of fixing cars, retirement was a shock. No wife, no kids, just a deafening silence in his house and hands that ached for something to do. He grew tomatoes and beans, but his prized plants were a single row of sunflowers. He grew them for his late sister, who always loved their bright, golden faces. One day, a young boy appeared at the garden gate. His name was Amir, maybe 10 years old, with cautious eyes and shoes that had seen better days. He'd stand there every afternoon just watching Walter dig water and prune. The first time, Walter just nodded. "You like gardening?" he asked. Amir didn't answer, just shook his head. He didn't speak much at all. Walter eventually learned the boy's story. Amir was Syrian. He and his mother had arrived just 6 months ago after fleeing the war in Aleppo. He spoke very little English, was getting bullied at school, and spent his lunches all alone. Yet, every single day, he came back to the garden gate. One afternoon, Walter decided to try something. He walked over and handed Amir a small trowel. "Help me plant these," he asked gently. Amir hesitated for a moment, then gave a small nod. They worked side by side, mostly in silence. Walter showed him how to press the tiny seeds into the soft soil. In return, Amir showed Walter how to tie up the climbing vines with thin strips of cloth, a technique his grandfather used back in their garden in Syria. A garden now buried under rubble, there were no grand conversations, just the shared language of hands in the dirt. A few weeks later, on a rainy afternoon, something shifted. Amir pointed to Walter's sunflowers, which were now tall and vibrant, their faces turned toward the weak sun. In a quiet, halting voice, he whispered, "Bubba, grow these." He took a shaky breath. "Bomb, take house, not take flowers and heart." Walter's eyes welled up. He didn't need a translation. In that moment, he understood everything. The shared loss, the stubborn hope. The very next week, Walter brought extra seeds to the garden. "Grow your own," he said, offering the packet to Amir. Without hesitation, Amir chose sunflowers. As the weeks turned into a warm summer, their two plots grew side by side. Walter began teaching Amir English words: water, sun, grow, and Amir. In turn, taught Walter Arabic, Shams Nur, Amal, sun, light, hope. One evening, Amir's mother came to the garden, her face streaked with tears of gratitude. "He smiles now," she said in broken English, her hand on her heart. "He talks about you. You gave him earth to stand on." Walter just smiled back, his own heart full. "He gave me someone to grow for," he replied. On the last warm day of summer, Amir approached Walter with a small, carefully folded paper bag. Inside were sunflower seeds, perfectly dried and labeled in both English and Arabic, "For your sister." From Amir that winter, as snow covered the empty garden plots, Walter didn't retreat back into his quiet house. He started a seed share program. He began packaging seeds and giving them away to other refugee families, to seniors living alone, to kids in group homes. Inside each packet, he tucked a small handwritten note: "Plant this, watch it grow. You belong here." And now, every spring, if you visit the Maple Street Community Garden, you'll see Walter's plot. He still grows tomatoes and beans. But now, he always plants 2 rows of sunflowers, one for his sister and one for Amir. It's a beautiful reminder that sometimes the strongest bridges aren't built with steel or even with words. They're built with soil, with shared silence, and with a single sunflower that dares to turn its face toward the light. In a world that so often builds walls, a simple garden shows us that we all grow better together. Thanks for watching. If this story touched your heart, please like and subscribe for more. We'll see you next time.